So at Hospice of Santa Cruz County, we have two essential parts of our mission: to care for those at the end of life and to also provide grief support services to the entire community. And that includes children and teens, and Camp Erin is a unique opportunity to provide a weekend-long grief camp for these kids who have lost a special person. It's new for Hospice of Santa Cruz County. This is our second year of providing this camp, and we're very, very pleased to be chosen as Event of the Year.
So Camp Erin was named for Erin Metcalf, and she was a teenage girl who was very ill, and she came to meet Jamie and Karen Moyer, and Jamie Moyer's a Major League Baseball player, and they all got to be very close. She was very sick, and as she was dying, she had a concern that her sisters and brothers were not being as well supported as they could be, that no one was paying attention to them. So when she died, in honor of her, the Moyers set up the Moyer Foundation and created Camp Erin as a place where kids can go who are grieving the loss of someone close to them.
You know, 3.5 million children in the United States are grieving the loss of a special person as we speak. 1 out of 5, and this is a unique opportunity for kids to be together with those like themselves, to have fun at camp, and also to learn how to normalize the grief process and learn to live with their loss in a way that will serve them over the course of their life.
And what it does is it brings together some traditional camp activities like swimming and archery and arts and crafts with grief activities. And in that way, we're teaching children greater coping skills on how to deal with some very significant losses in their lives. The camp is open to children from ages 6 to 17. It's free to all participants. And the campers come to us with some pretty significant losses of people in their lives, and are very brave and willing to go through the camp and experience their feelings and hopefully get some very good coping skills out of it. 2 weeks ahead of time, we have something called a Save Our Spot party, and that's the idea of that, is that all the campers get to meet each other, so that when they come on the weekend, they already have a sense of who is there, and the families get a chance to meet their the adults that are involved. And one of the things we did this year, we made mosaic stones that they were all able to participate in. So when Friday comes, they come to camp, and the camp counselors bring them into their cabins. We have partnered with the Pajaro Valley Quilt Association, who's been very generous to make individual quilts for all the kids, so the cabin's all set up for them. And then one of the first grief activities we do is called a memory board. And in that, the campers bring a picture of their loved one, and they share it with the group. And at the end of it, it sort of sets the tone for the whole weekend, that they're really able to see that they're not alone in their grief. So typically a child that has gone through the camp, when they talk to us afterwards, and we actually have another party where we get together with them, they'll talk to us about some of the recreational activities, zip line and that sort of thing, and feeling very brave. And then they also talk about other activities. We create a luminary, and they write a message to their loved one, and they launch it in water, and how important that was. And overall, they're really talking and speaking more frequently about, I wasn't the only one that had feelings like this. I wasn't the only one that had a loss like this. Parents echo the same thing, say they wish that they had had a camp like this when they were younger. I just think it's so great that we're being honored in this way, and that this is such a wonderful opportunity that we're able to provide to our community.